Hello and welcome back to the second part of my large automated farm on the Boozlebox. This is Tekkit, and today we're going to look at implementing the frame motors and power systems that will run the farm. So right, let's just go get what we need. All handily laid out. I've probably forgotten something I did last time. Right, so we're going to need a solar panel, battery box, a blue alloy wire, a frame motor obviously. I've got a couple cover slips here which you can make with the diamond handsaw, a glass cover, the stone brick cover and the wooden plank cover there. I've also got some wires and a timer, a repeater, jacketed wire, cobblestone type. The best type, obviously, the cobblestone type. Redstone, bundle cable, cyan insulated wire, lime insulated wire, yellow insulated wire, and they have the blue one down here. And these we're going to use to power the individual motors with the different colours so we can tell it to go forward and backwards and whatnot. Right, let's get going on putting the frame motors in. Right, now we're going to be adding two frame motors together like this. Obviously we're not going to be putting them there. Whoops. Did not mean to break that. Probably best I have a double stone brick to hand when I inevitably break everything. One last thing I've forgotten, and we're going to need, because I knew I was going to forget something, it always happens, is a screwdriver. So let's just take a box standard screwdriver, and it begins to rain. It always happens. It's really annoying. Blast you weather. Right, okay, so first set of frame motors goes 4 in, so here, here and here. I'm just going to be destroying everything today. Let's just find a nuke. No. Okay, so 2 frame motors like that, 2 on the other side. This does include a lot of frame motors, so if you're doing this in a survival world, you will have to build up your resources before you can fully automate your farm, or you can just make a smaller version of the same system, as it can be done. Right. I say right a lot. I'm going to try and stop saying right. No, I'm going to do it. Not going to do it. And here we're going to add another 2. Like so. And just spin them round with the screwdriver. Spin them, there we go. Don't want to spin them too far. Okay, nearly did it. And the next 3 blocks on, again, we're just going to keep adding these. And because I can't see them, when you place the block down, they're all going to be facing that way no matter where I place them. So I want the first one here to be facing outwards, so I know I just have to click it once. And if I were to have wanted it to be facing inwards, I know I have to click it. Actually forgot how many times I clicked that. Right, 1, 2, 3. I have to click them 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And the last 2 frame motors here. Voila. Let's just spin those around into the right place. Right, that's all the frame motors in, so that they're going to be moving the I think we named them trolleys, didn't we? That's an awful name for them, but oh well. The evil harvesting gigantic machiney thingamajigs. That's a much better name. Right, anyway, to power the motors that are going to be moving the huge gigantic farming machine thingamajigs, need to be powered with red power energy. So we need bat boxes and solar panels. I think it's called blue electric or something like that. Right, we're going to add a battery box in here, and we're also going to put one underneath as well. Just so if we want to see how much power we got, we can, because in red power, if you have 2 things next to each other, they'll actually act as wires as well, so the power will go through them, which is very useful. Right, we're going to cover the whole of this wooded area in solar panels. Lovely jubbly. There we go. And hopefully, yeah, they've started to power up. Now, powering these frame motors is going to be really, really, really tricky, because we've not only got to get power to them, we've also got to send a redstone signal to them to make them move. So it's a bit fiddly, but it can be done. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to add cover slips like this on here, and then we can use the blue alloy wire, and that'll sit on top, and it can go all the way along on this cover slip and power all of the frame motors, but it leaves us this 2 gap underneath to then add the redstone wire for the redstone signals. We may have to rejig this later on, as there is going to be a lot of wires and cables and tubes and goodness knows what coming down here, so it may get in the way we're going to take it at the moment. I think what I'll actually do is I'm going to take it from underneath this helipad of solar panels and go in the wall here, like this. Yeah, let's actually just take it like that, and then we can come up with it over here and pop it on there. Bit higgledy-piggledy, but oh well. Right, let's put these all the way along. Right, now that's done, we're going to add the cable, which is a bit less fiddly. There we go. Now these should have all lit up, because normally they're not lit up, as you can see, and they all have, which is good. Okay, so now obviously we have to get to the normal redstone signals to them, and I have absolutely no clue where these frame motors are now. I think it was 4 in on it. 1, 2, 4. So if I destroy that one, there you go. There's the two frame motors. Now the way we're going to do it is going to be a little bit cool. Well, I think it's cool. We're going to add some windows in here, like this, just so we can see out. And that yeah, it's kind of nice. You can see out, which is good. Now, the wires themselves, I'll just go swap everything around on my hotbar, so I've got it all ready. Oh, don't need those actually. Right, we're going to need the bundle cable, the cyan wire, and the other ones. And we're not going to need the screwdriver. Right. So the bundle cable is going to go all the way down the middle of this groove, like that. And oops, the other cables are going to come in like this and go up into the frame motors so they can be powered. Now, I don't know what colour these got to be. I'm going to have to improvise. This one is going to be pushing off, so let's just sort this bit out. You have to be quick with this water replacing that one, otherwise you end up getting flooded, which is a little annoying. Ooh, let's place that there, even though you can't see out of anything. Oh, look, there's a lovely window with a lovely piece of rock behind it. Okay, so we'll use the light green to come up on that one and do that one. Right, now, because these two evil farming machiney things won't be moving at the same time, these two pushing off motors, which are going that way, which will start the movement, have to be a different colour. But the rest of them can all be the same colour. Again, I think you'll get what I mean when you see it all going. So these two motors which pull the farming thing back can be the same colour. Oh, thank God for that. Now, poo. Let's just fix that. There we go. Right, so all of the pushing back motors can be yellow insulated wire, like that. And again on this side. Nope, come on, there we go. It can be yellow insulated wire. Now, the pulling forward one can now actually be the same colour, because it's moved off of this one and is now attached to this one, but it doesn't matter that these are both going, because only one car will actually be moving. I'm calling them cars now. They're going to have hundreds of names. Let's just turn it to daytime. Right, so I'm going to finish this off. Right, so that's all the wires in place and all the little inspection windows, so you can check the growth of your wheat if need be. So, we're all powered up, and I'm going to bring the bundle cable down this support here, as in this room we will have the logic. It will not fill up the whole room, don't worry, it is not that large, it'll only fill up this little side. And I have the chest ready there for when we do the logic. So, now they're all powered, and they've all got their redstone signal. There's one last thing we have to send a signal to, and that's the actual, I'm going to remember the name, evil farming destroying thingamabobs. Those things. We actually have to send a signal to them via this jacketed wire and the red insulated pipes. And from last episode, I could not fathom that they were pneumatic pipes, and that is obviously how to pronounce that word, of which I don't know why I was struggling on. But oh well, life is life. So we're going to add cover slips to the top of this wire just to hide it away, make it look a bit better, but also because we're going to need to add some redstone on top of here to enable us to send a signal to the let's call them harvesters. There we go, that's a great name. They are the automated harvesters. I quite like that. It's good, because they kind of do harvest-ish. Well, they're like a combine harvester. Combine harvesters, what do they do? They take up the wheat and they separate it and they string it up. Yeah, so I will call them harvesters. There we go. Right, now let's get what we need in the hotbar again, which is going to be the copperstone jacketed wire. We'll use these two now, which is the timer and the repeater, and we'll just use those to test it. Because testing a system is always a good idea. Right, so we're just going to run some redstone the whole length of this. And don't worry, it shouldn't interact with these frame motors. Shouldn't. I say I have tested it and it didn't, but knowing me, it probably will. Right, I'm going to need another wooden cover slip. There we go. Right, and add that in there. Okay, now there's a really annoying thing about powering the harvesters, and the problem is the length of the redstone signal, because although it travels further in cobblestone jacketed wire, it doesn't travel quite as far as one would like. So we can't put this here and then just have one strip of it running down the middle, because that really wouldn't work. So what we have to do is this. You have to kind of make this band that runs round the top, and it's got to obviously be a block up because these bits are going to move along. So I'll add this all the way in and around, and this is going to be the end here. Let's destroy that. I've done it again. Obviously that just doesn't want to die. It wants to live. Okay, so that is nearly done. I was nearly preempting that I'd finished. I so hadn't. Okay. Now, again, we're still going to have the same problem. If I put this in here, the signal is not going to reach. It's not going to go anywhere, apparently, if that repeater doesn't work. Oh no, it's the timer that's messing up. There we go. Nope. It's not liking me today. I think it is sending a signal, it's just not showing that it's sending a signal. Right, we'll use a timer and a repeater to test to see if the signal's getting all the way, but for some reason my timer does not seem to be wanting to send a signal. I think it is actually sending a signal, it's just we can't see it, which is really inconvenient, as we want to test and actually see if the signal gets there. But I can tell you it doesn't if it's like that. Oh, there we go. Now I can see I saw a signal for like a second there. Come on. Right. Anyway, yeah, I can tell you that the signal won't reach the end. And it is it's taken up by this bit of cobblestone jacketed wire here. It just keeps, every now and then it does it. I don't know if this is a bug or what, but it's kind of annoying. If I just had a normal... No, they're all doing it. If I look away, maybe it's shy. There you go, look, it did it then. Okay, I seem to have got it working occasionally, as you can see, which is good because it means we can test. And as I said, the signal doesn't. You can see it flashing there. You could see it. There it is. But the pipes aren't flashing and the lights aren't flashing, which means the signal is not getting to where we want it to be. So if we keep adding repeaters in, like so. I went quiet there because I was actually counting, try and make it even and not look stupid, and then we'll add these across, which should, there we go, you can see the lights flashing now. Should bounce the signal around a bit so it can reach the automated farms. And all the way down, yep. Good. Oh! No! No, what happened? Oh, okay. It seems like my computer's decided to spack up at this point during the episode and stopped recording the audio. So as you can now hear, I'm going to dub the rest of the episode, which is going to be slightly interesting because I cannot remember what I'm doing and I'm sitting looking at a small preview screen. So, we just added the jacketed wire. We were extending the signal so it would make the lights flash and everything would work. And now it seems I'm playing around with those repeaters and timers, which just would not work. I've taken the timer out, obviously, to stop it making that annoying noise, to stop it annoying you and me, because it was bugging me. And I'm now going to... I suppose we'll all have to wait and see what I'm now going to do. I'm going to look around a bit. I was obviously talking there about the signal being lengthened so it would activate all the machinery. Right. Okay, so now what I want to do is I wanted to take the harvesters, as we finally got a decent name for them, thank God for that, back to the beginning point. So I'm going to get some bundle cable and some lever. I'm going to activate the, I think it was a yellow signal. I'm going to check. Yellow signal. And send the harvester all the way back to the beginning again. So right, let's add that in there. Brilliant. Go me. And then I'm just going to spam the lever and then pop up every now and then and hope that it's working. That's I think it moved. Yeah, it has moved one. It did work. Because as you're about to see, it stops working, as knowing me, something was going to be amiss. So one of them's going and the other one's not. At this point I have absolutely no clue why this is happening, and I'm just going to have to find out in a second. It's probably, as I'll show in a sec, it's probably something to do with the cover slips. So I'll just keep spamming this to get the first one back. Click, 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 click. Ooh, so much fun. Right. I'm nearly there. I've got 2 more clicks left. Back we go. Back down the hole. Click, click. And I'm just checking now to make sure that it's not because I've missed something and the frame motors aren't powered or something like that. It doesn't seem to be. They all look alright. So now I'm going to go check the cover slips, of which I'm thinking it was the problem. Come on, have a look. It's the cover slips. God damn it! Take a look at the cover slips. Go. That's it. There you go. Right. So it's not that one. Have a look at the ones underneath. I think that's where the problem was. Yes, there it is. The frames had obviously stuck to the grass when it moved along one, because there was no grass in the other 2 spaces, so it could. And then because it's attached to the grass couldn't move forward one, of which it will actually drag grass, because there was another grass block in front of it, so it wouldn't move. So I had to go get my iron frames, attach them back onto the bottom, and voila, it should move. I think it does. Let's spam the lever again. There we go. Yeah, no, it does move. Okay, so I'm just gonna click this a lot and keep clicking and keep clicking, and there we nearly go. Click, click. Okay, I've done it. They're both back. Brilliant. I think that's all I wanted to show this episode. I don't think I'm going to be showing much more. So if you liked the episode, please subscribe to get the next part, where we'll be doing we'll probably be doing the logic and getting it all going, and we might even see some automated farming at work. So yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. And you're now watching the outro screen, and I'm still talking because I've dubbed it. Thanks for watching the outro screen, because isn't it amazing? Okay, I'm gonna go now. Seriously.